I don't trust you, I'm gon' shoot.
Guys, I want to have a discussion with you guys. I said guys twice, but that doesn't matter. I did post something on Twitter saying I might be onto something, and I think I am. I maybe I'm just overthinking it, but honestly, in my opinion, this is what I think. This is my prediction. I think Bandai is holding off on anime games for next gen consoles. Um, the reason I think this, okay, for one, we're getting a Naruto PC and mobile game, one of the biggest anime franchises in the world is getting a PC and mobile game. Not a new console game, a new PC and mobile game. Now that's very interesting. Usually we get Naruto console games every single year. We have been getting Naruto console games every single year ever since the Xbox One has came out. We have been getting all of it. We've been getting every single Naruto game that has ever came out. Every single one. Another example is My Hero Academia. One of the biggest next generation anime in the world. One of the most popular ones in the world. One of the most popular anime in the world right now is getting a mobile NPC game, just like that Naruto game. Open world. Now, that's very interesting. Very, very. Now, I guess what Bandai was trying to do, I guess Jump Force was supposed to be the savior for this year. Listen. Jump Force was supposed to be the savior, and One Piece World Seeker was supposed to back it up, but both of those games ultimately failed due to lack of gameplay, and it's just cheesy, and One Piece World Seeker was just flat out boring. It was. So, remember when we got a release trailer for Dragon Ball Z, or Project Z, is now known as Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. We had got a trailer back in January, about mid-January, when they were announcing season 2 for Fighters. And remember that game was supposed to come out this year. Remember that? Now, seeing that Jump Force and One Piece World Seeker ultimately failed, and One Piece is still going to fail in my opinion, even though they're dropping DLC. That doesn't make it any better. It's just character stories. It's still the same gameplay. It's not polished. It's the same thing. That game is still a flop in my book, and it's gonna continue to be a flop. Considering the fact that Dragon Ball Z Kakarot was supposed to come out this year, they pushed it back to 2020, and instead of giving us Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, they go ahead and put up, these PC and mobile games. And then at E3, they had Microsoft announce all these RPGs that we have never heard of before. I haven't heard of none of these RPGs that were coming out besides Tales of Arise or whatever that game is. All of those RPGs that were being published by Bandai, just out of the blue on Microsoft's conference. I've never seen that many Bandai games on a Microsoft conference. I've never seen that many Bandai games at E3 period announced at one time. That's very interesting. So what I'm thinking is these games are supposed to be fillers that are supposed to keep us, occupied until, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot or Tokyo Ghoul comes out. We still haven't heard anything about Tokyo Ghoul. Code Vein is another one that's supposed to hold us off. Think about them as arcs, okay? So we're finna run into Code Vein right now. Code Vein is supposed to be the Zabuza Haku arc. Then we fast forward when we hit Tokyo Ghoul. I guess that's supposed to be the fucking the fucking Sasuke versus Naruto Final Valley fight. And then when we get to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, that's supposed to be the savior. And that's the one that's going to have to hold us off until, the next gen consoles come out. Now, for all we know right now, Bandai is supposed to publish a Naruto and Dragon Ball Z game every single year. Am I correct? Yes. And the Naruto game that's coming out is a PC and mobile game, which is weird because we usually get at least a PC, I mean not a PC, but at least a mobile game and a console piece and PC game, not just a PC and mobile game. No, like you see what I'm saying here, right? Even though consoles are like the most popular thing right now, they still release it on PC and mobile, which is very interesting. Everybody's asking for these Naruto games, open world games, and these world piece. These not world piece, but One Piece. Not these. They're asking for My Hero Academia. They're asking for all these games to be open world and something like this. What I think, we might not get a Naruto, My Hero, a new Black Clover game. You know, all those popular franchises. We might not get those games until 2021 on next gen consoles because maybe they're maybe far ahead of us right now. And I hope they are because they need all the time to make these games. And to make these games good, you need to take your time. With that being said, let's go back to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Kakarot is supposed to be the savior of 2020. That is the game that's supposed to hold us off for as long as possible until they can get a new anime game out. So I think the next anime game we're going to bump into is either Tokyo Ghoul or Sword Art Alicization. Let's not forget that game because remember, we did get a trailer this year on that. And we still haven't heard anything from Tokyo Ghoul, so maybe we will get Tokyo Ghoul in the winter. We might run into it in December of this year. And we might run into Alicization next year after Kakarot. Who knows? Now, like I said, Jump Force was supposed to be the savior, and One Piece Road Seeker was supposed to be the descendant, but it didn't go as planned. And seeing that both games had died, they was like, fuck, we can't drop Dragon Ball Z Kakarot right now. Let's try to push it back so we have, because if that game dries out this year, if everybody beats the story mode this year, Kakarot probably will not be relevant in 2020 if it was to drop this year. So it was best that they did push that game back and, just keep those two here. And maybe we'll get Code Vein. Code Vein is going to be the game that probably will occupy everybody the most because it seems like everybody's loving it. It's a 50-50 with me. It seems 50-50. It seems like 50% likes it, 50% hates it, or just doesn't see, just doesn't like the gameplay or how it works. And then we might bump into Tokyo Ghoul later on, and then we get Kakarot, which is supposed to hold us off for the rest of the year until they give us another Dragon Ball Z game, another Naruto game, another Black Clover game. We might get a hold of Demon Slayer or some, another next gen. Because for another example, Black Clover. When's the last time they showed an update on Black Clover? Quartet Nights. When's the last time? When's the last time you heard anything about, Season 2, Shinobi Striker? We haven't. Isn't that interesting? Season 2, Shinobi Striker Season 2, I'm not saying it's going to come out next year, but Season 2 is a filler. Season 2 is a filler. That Season 2 dropping characters is not going to fucking fix that game if that's what they're planning on doing, is just dropping fucking characters. That's not going to work. So I feel like Shinobi Striker Season 2 is a filler. And the rest of those RPG games that they're trying to drop are fillers for either this year, some for this year, and some for next year. So that can hold us off and distract us until they can get those new anime games onto next gen consoles. So, you guys think about what I just said. Make sure you watch the whole entire video and just let me know. Am I making sense here? Am I onto something? Maybe I'm onto something. Do you see what I'm seeing? Like, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, just let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure to watch the whole video. Just don't click on the video and then go straight down in the comment section and say, oh, Bandai doesn't care. Listen to what I have to say first before you have to say anything. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Make sure to follow me on Twitch. I do stream on there frequently. I do stream on there a lot now. I'm starting to get in the habit of streaming a lot more. That's where I'll be at. So link is in the description for Twitch. If you can't find it, you should be able to find my link in the description. Just go to twitch.com and type in Black Sage, and you will see. You'll see it. You'll just see it. All right. I appreciate you guys for watching. Think about what I said.